Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Courage and I want to apologize. I know we've been away for forever. No excuses, no excuses. I'm just going to reel this content back to back. I'm just promising you that every other week we're going to be here bringing this content, bringing you behind the scenes, getting you into the events that I do. And of course, as an addition, we're also going to be reviewing other events that happen, events that you love to see. We're going to talk about things that happen at those events that maybe you don't see them on the surface and all of that. So we're back like we never left. We are here to ensure that you have all the fun, all the scoop, all the juice from the events that I do and the events that are of interest to us. Welcome. On this week's edition of Courage Mbon People Events and Places, I'm going to be taking you into an event I did recently. You already know I'm your favorite event MC, and I went to MC an event. We'll be looking at the event of a guy known as Man of Praise. He's a gospel singer. He got married recently to the love of his life. I think the girl's name is Evelyn, and let's just check this out.
Mr. Chairman, sir, I have the great honor and privilege as Master of Ceremonies this afternoon to introduce to you for the first time, and ladies and gentlemen, finally, somebody say finally, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Mbon. Can we put our hands together? Put your hands together. If you're not clapping, you're a bad belly.
Okay, so gospel singer, first off, he said to the DJ, I do not want secular songs at this wedding. And I find that very challenging most times because, gospel songs are songs that are spirit lifting, soul lifting and all of that, but it's a party, do you get? It's a party and people just want to dance, people want to shake their body and all of that. But the DJ did a fantastic job, by the way. DJ Ritzy did an excellent job. I think she had a good selection of gospel songs. You can see, the couple, the bride and the groom, vibing to their own gospel songs and all of that. I think I found that interesting. Cutting of the cake, of course.
Can we do it together? J. I said J, not yeah.
Clearly, gospel guys, so we spelled Jesus. And I think I found them to be a very interesting couple. I found them to be a couple that loved themselves. And so each time you ask them to do something, you would see that affection, you'd see the love was so thick you could cut it with a knife and all of that. So I found that interesting. And then I had issues with the sound in this hall. And so I'm not going to call the name of the hall, so it won't be bad business for the owners of the hall, but it was stressful emceeing an event in that hall. But of course, we always bring our A game. We always try our best to make sure that people have fun, regardless of the bad situation. And then came the dance. I think at this point, something interesting happened. When we were going to do the nuptial dance, the couple danced together and then it was time for people to dance with them. The groom whispered to me and said, say to the DJ, you can play secular songs now. And I'm like, yeah, I talk her. Because you want your audience to dance with you. You want people to vibe with you and all of that. This is not saying that there are no gospel songs that, people can vibe to at weddings. But you're not going to be offending God if you play a love song and dance with your wife. I don't think you're going to be offending God. Well, I might be wrong. I'm not a pastor, but then it is just the way I think. It's just how I look at it. So we had secular songs play, and then of course, you can see people dancing, everyone was happy and all of that. I still talking about the hall. The sound system messed up at some point. I think the sound went off at some point. And that's not on the DJ, that's on the hall because that's the sound was provided by the hall. So the sound went off at some point and we had to just find a way to manage the situation. I think we did excellently well with that. But I had fun doing this event. There's another part I want to talk about in this event, and that was a couple games.
But I think I'll slip again to what your husband. Madam, you two know they like man. I said, one step, we take two.
There's this thing about wedding. You find that each time you find people do a certain game that is in vogue. There was a time that the shoe game was in vogue. So every wedding event you go to, you find people say, who wakes up early, they'll carry up the shoes. Who wakes up late and all of that, who cooks better, who loves sex more, you know, and all of that. People do all that. But I like it that if you're attending an event I'm doing, you see something different from what is trending at the time.
Look. Man of praise, let me see your right hand. Slide it in between our arms. Slide it in between our arms. No, not there now. Mbon experience. This guy has so much experience with these things. I need to know the school you people went to learn this kind of thing. So, madam, let me see your right hand. Look for the back of his head. The back of his head. Just start rubbing that place. Rub it. Madam, you too, we're not going to get to experience. No. I hope there's no pastor from this side here. Because the things I'm seeing here.
You know, I think what is trending now is to gather people, brides on the bride side, ladies on the bride side, and guys on the groom side, and then get them to sing and all of that, and they sing some gospel songs and all of it. It's fun. I'm not saying it's not fun, but imagine that you go to a wedding on Saturday this week and see that. Go to another wedding next week and see that. I mean, it's everywhere. Every MC, you know, tries to force it into their events now. They're like, everybody come out. And some of them even end up embarrassing themselves because you bring in people and some of them don't even want to come out and sing at all. So I did a different game, and that is a game I love to do at weddings. For the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weddings, I'm going to be trying out this game. And that is simply asking the groom to listen for the voice of his wife. And so in this case, we asked Man of Praise to listen for Evelyn's voice. And so we gathered ladies around the bride and they called out his name, or how the pet name they would be calling him in the marriage and all of that. So they just called the pet name. And then I found it interesting that Man of Praise actually raised his hands when it was not his wife.
They're going to call you that name. When you hear your wife's voice, carry your hands up. Now when you carry your hands up, the person that called you at that time will come and kiss you. Do you understand? We have an agreement though. We're all going to do it.
We need to look at that guy very well. You know, and Mike, maybe we had a deal. The deal was if you raise your hand, the person that called you at that time, you would kiss the person. And so he raised his hand and I'm like, oh yeah, now come and kiss. You know, people ran and said, no, we don't want that. And all of that. Well, I found that very interesting. I thought it was fun and I loved every bit of it. Well, that was it. I think that's it. That's about it for this wedding. I loved it. Had so much fun doing it. And I wish this beautiful couple, Mbon and Evelyn, I wish you a fantastic married life. You guys should continue being in love or keep being like that. They're a very playful couple. I loved the chemistry between them and I'm going to urge them to keep it that way. That's been our show on this edition. So if you like the content that we put out, you want to hit the like button, you want to subscribe, and of course you want to turn on the notification. Yes, do that right now. I beg now. Just so you can keep seeing all the good things that we do. Like, subscribe, turn on the notification. Thank you.